So I get to decide how much of a workout I'm doing by how much of an assist I turn on. There's 4 levels on this setup. I only use 1 and 2. I don't have any hills on this trip that require going past 2. And so I rarely push the wattage past 500, although the vehicle can do 750 and briefly more than that. The firmware and the assist knows how fast you're going, and it knows how fast the chain wheel is turning, and so it can calculate what your gear is as you're going along, and based on what level you're at and what gear you're using, it figures out how much assist it ought to be putting in. And if I push the pedals harder, you would think that it would increase the assist, but in fact, you know, it works the other way. If I'm working hard, it says, well, you don't need extra power. Unless I ask for it, like I'm doing right now. And so another way to conserve power is to shift into a lower gear and spin the pedals faster. They put a stop sign out here because they're, you know, they were working on the road. It's not any narrower than the road itself, but oh well. Well, Vulture Convention, I would say probably something dead over there. This is a place where we're now getting to Scotts Valley. Scotts Valley is built on sand hills, and used to be a major business in the town was mining sand. Probably will happen again in the future. But people would come out to various places where the hillsides are exposed and dig in the sand to try to find ancient shark's teeth and other marine fossils. And since they're built on sand, the hillsides have a tendency to slide down like they did right here. I'm of course going to quasi ignore this stop sign, let this car go around me. Okay, reached Scotts Valley, population 11,680. Rough road here. Okay, so I'm dropping in. You can sort of see the valley all through there. A little hazy today. So people have put in a lot of pine trees in this area in the past. So you get a mixture of redwoods and pine and other kind of things that people have brought in. Okay, now I'm going to turn into Blue Bonnet Lane. So those lines up there, that's where the sand mine facility, which I used to watch the trucks working up there 50 years ago. I moved here 50 years ago. And it was a pretty much quieter town. There was like one tech company, Watkins Johnson, here. And a lot of people were ranchers and horse people. Here's a post office. This is pretty much the center of town. And of course it's going to have shopping centers. Put in a bunch of Tesla chargers. It'd be nice if I could use those, but I can't. It's an interesting question about how are we going to have e-bike charging when a whole lot of people have e-bikes. Oh, this is excellent. I got the light. All the usual things.